Hey, my name is Lucas. I'm a six-figure reseller at the age of 17, and I will be going over the 5 most unsaturated reselling apps that no other resellers are using so you can maximize your sales. And don't worry if you've never resold before or one of the top resellers in the world, I promise you this video will be very important and beneficial for you. By implementing these apps, you're going to be increasing your sales, your conversion rate, bringing in long-term customers, which means that you're going to bring in a lot more money than you probably are already making. So if you listen up and take action, you're definitely going to be adding an extra $100 through $1,000 to your days if you do everything correctly. So get a pen, get a pencil, take some notes because we have a lot to go over. Please note that these apps work in the USA but may not work internationally. So just keep that in mind if you're not located in the US. But yeah, if you're already familiar with reselling, I'm sure that you know there's two main forms of reselling. So there's local reselling and online reselling. And well, I'm pretty sure when you think of local reselling and online reselling, you think of the following apps. So obviously Facebook offer up local reselling kings. Everybody thinks they use them to resell. And then online, eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, Depop. Pretty basic, pretty straightforward. But there's 5 more that you are not using. So we're going to get into that. But obviously there's these as well, but they're not really classified as reselling apps. I mean, you could sell on here, but it's not really, not really a reselling app. So what if I told you there are 5 more apps that you're missing out on? So 2 local reselling and 3 online reselling. I'll go over the 5 apps throughout this video, so stay tuned till the end. But let's start with local reselling. So Craigslist. Some of you guys may have heard me talk about this in the past, but I never really covered it in depth. So we're going to go over exactly how you can start reselling in this app, everything, okay? So Craigslist is an old app. You may have heard of pretty much on this app. Like you're able to resell things without having to worry about getting flagged, but this app is ancient, okay? So this app is mainly if you like to get sales on the side. It's not like Facebook where you need to update and renew it every single day. It's an app where you can renew and add stuff like once a week. So it's kind of like on the side. But let's talk about what items would sell best on here. Think about who's on this app. It's old dads, old grandpas, it's old people. It's not teenagers. So you don't want to be selling clothing. I personally have found the most success with moissanite jewelry, electronics, fragrances, and sunglasses. And if you need any of these suppliers, they will be in the bio, but you don't got to worry about that right now. But obviously, you could do others, but this has been what works best for me. So now, since this app is literally ancient, like I just said, you're gonna see. It's literally, I think it was built in 1995 and hasn't had an update since. So that's pretty crazy. But I'm gonna show you the proper steps on how to list your items. So the first step, obviously, make your account. So just log in, put your email, whatever, does not matter. Second step is obviously adding photos of your listing. So whatever you're gonna list, make sure you take high quality photos. This is just a rough draft, so it's not gonna be anything crazy. I just took one photo. But yeah, I did a moissanite ring, just took a photo. This isn't professional. This is just a draft, okay? Make sure they're all uploaded. If they aren't, then just retry it. So sometimes you upload a photo, it doesn't work, so you got to retry it. And you just click continue. Add the location you want for your products to be listed in. So just put your, wherever you're from. I just put LA because why not? And then select, oh, and then it's going to ask for what type of posting is this. So there's so many different options because this is literally for everything, but just put for sale by owner because you're selling something and you're the owner. And then you click continue. Select a category for your item. So obviously I'm listing jewelry, so I'm going to select jewelry. If you're selling electronics, select electronics. If you're selling clothing, select clothing. So yeah, now fill in the basic info, okay? So I accidentally did a typo here, but yeah, just put the title of whatever the product is, put a price that you want, okay? And then put your area, so wherever you're from, and then obviously your city, neighborhood. Description, make it professional, make it long, make sure that it's professional. List as new. You don't have to worry about listing as like new or pre-owned on this app, which is why it's good. And also select if you can deliver or not. So you can just skip this part, it does not matter. Select new as a condition if it is new. And then select if you can deliver. If you have a car, select deliver. If you don't, but a parent could take you, select it. I mean, if you can't, you know if you can or can't. So and this is the most important part, okay? So make sure that on your listing, you put your phone number because that's where you get all your texts from. Nobody is going to text you through the app. They only are going to text you through your number. So make sure you use a Google Voice number just for safety because who knows what people can do with your phone number. So just to be safe, download Google Voice. It's a second phone number for completely free. You can't track it. You can't get scammed. Nothing can happen on this phone number. It's literally a second phone number, but you can't trace it back to you. So it's just for safety. Um, and yeah, so basically all you do, you click this check mark. So check mark this right here, and then it's gonna ask you to put your phone number. So put the Google Voice number, and I also recommend you put a fake name. I mean, just to be safe. Like, I don't want people knowing my full name on Craigslist. That's really weird. So just put something random, Darnell Smith. Does not matter. Click continue. Make sure it looks good, and then obviously publish it. So after that, you're probably gonna get a few texts here and there. I think I forgot to cover this, but there is scams on here. So let me see if I went over it. Yeah, I didn't go over that. I forgot to put that in, but there is scams on here, so make sure. Sometimes people will text you, be like, "Hey, I'm interested in your product, but I live all the way in Tampa, Florida. I was wondering if you do offer shipping." And it seems legit and stuff. They offer, like, they'll say they'll pay you, but what happens is they pretend to be a Zelle, like they ask for your Zelle email or PayPal email, and what they do is they send a fake like PayPal email or a fake Zelle email, and they pretty much try to make you send them $50. That way, it's like it doesn't seem. I don't know. You'll know what I mean if it happens to you. They text through your number and they start acting suspicious. Say live somewhere far, but that's not the point. Um, and then just continue to do this when you have different products. Keep in mind since you're using a Google Voice number, you will get calls. You will get calls. You will get many texts, obviously. But please make sure if somebody calls you, when you accept, it's going to say, please press 1 to accept the call. So that's how a Google Voice number works. And since it's not your real number, so basically, look, if I were to call you on your Google Voice number, it's going to look like a normal person's calling your real number. So let's say I called it, it's going to ring, it's going to look like a normal call. You're going to be like, who's this? You're going to answer, and it's going to be like, to answer, please press 1. So you have to press 1. That's how you know it's a Google Voice number and not your real number. It's going to say, please press 1. And you need to renew your listings here and there. You can't just keep it up forever. So every week or two, just renew it. So whatever. And the reason why this app is so good, there's no competition. So unlike Facebook, unlike OfferUp, there's nobody else reselling on here. You're the only reseller. So you're going to get hella sales. Well, sales here and there because this is for older people. But it's extra money on the side. So pretty good for local sales. Overall, a great app. You can list anything you want without getting flagged. Love this app. Number 2, Nextdoor. So some of you guys may have heard of this. A lot of you guys haven't. This is kind of like another Facebook, but it's mainly for actually talking to people. So it's not really a marketplace app. Like Facebook Marketplace is known for being a marketplace. This is kind of just like another Facebook, but they decided to add a marketplace. I personally never heard about it until I found it online. It's actually very popular. I don't know why, but it's very unpopular. But it's kind of like the Facebook, but for your neighborhood. That's why it's called Nextdoor, like next door, you know. But yeah, which means Marketplace does exist, but there isn't much people who shop on Nextdoor. So you're gonna get sales, but it's not as much. So it's kind of like OfferUp and Facebook, but it's obviously way less. So it's kind of like a tie with Craigslist. They're kind of equally sales, less than OfferUp, less than Facebook. But let's talk about what items would sell best on here. Think about who's on this app. It's old moms and dads, but mainly moms. So Craigslist is older people like dads and grandpas. This is more towards like older women and moms. So it's kind of like a reverse. So think about what would sell best. I personally would 100% recommend moissanite jewelry. I think that's the best item. Electronics are very good as well. These two are good, but they're not as good. But definitely, like I just said, jewelry and electronics are the best. But yeah, those are runner-ups as well. So first thing you want to do is go to the for sale tab. So go on the app, click for sale right here, and then you want to go to my listings. From here, you just want to start a listing. Upload your photos, so take high quality photos, just like I said. And then make sure you fill out the details correctly. So just fill it out, title, description, add the photos, make sure you add a good price. And then what you want to do is add your neighborhood. So this app is mainly for your neighborhood. So just put it where you're located, your main area, okay? Click post, and if everything looks good, just wait for the text to roll in. So pretty straightforward, nothing crazy. But yeah, here's an example. Just click post. It's going to be posted. You're going to get some texts. This app is good because, again, you could post whatever you want without getting flagged. So this is another perfect app. Unlike OfferUp, unlike Facebook, you got to worry about every little detail. These apps, you don't have to worry about anything, which is why I love them so much. So I will tell you, you're going to get some extra sales every week. Like I had some days where I wouldn't get sales on OfferUp and Facebook, but I'll get a sale on Craigslist and Nextdoor. So if I had some bad days, I would still get sales. I would tell myself, I was like, Lucas, you cannot hit under $100 or you're a failure. I literally went months, I went months, never got below $100, never ever, because I maximized my profits to the point where it was practically impossible to get below $100. So yeah, definitely get on this app. You're gonna get some extra sales. It's amazing. So now that we just covered the local reselling apps, let's get into the online reselling apps. So number one's Vinted. So I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard about this, but you never really thought about it when it came to reselling. Maybe you are selling on here. I don't know. But yeah, this app is very good for reselling. Obviously, it's not like eBay level, but it's good. You're still gonna get sales, but you can really scale this like crazy. It's not as common here in the U.S. This app is very popular in countries like the U.K. But you could resell on here and get many sales, but it's really only for clothing. So let's talk about it. So unlike the other two apps I just talked about, this app is a little more strict when it comes to what you can post and what you can't. So products that work on this app is only moissanite jewelry and clothing. So this is this is best for clothing for sure, because you don't want to get your account banned. So you need to post unsaturated clothing brands such as Stussy, Ralph Lauren, North Face Puffers, and Stone Island. So those are the best sellers in my opinion when it comes to brands on this app. You can try to find your own. There's probably more out there, but keep in mind these brands gotta be ones that are not saturated. So no Hellstar, no Spider, none of that. You know what is saturated and what's not, okay? But the first step is you press the sell button. So just go to the app, press the sell button. Then you want to add your photos and fill in the basics. So add the photo, fill in the basics. Again, I'm doing the moissanite as an example. The title, moissanite VVS1 ring, blah blah blah, beautiful ring. It's adjustable, which means size fits all. And then you just fill out the categories. So yeah, just, you know how to do it. Just fill it out. And then also this is something you need to know. So conditions, so new without tags or new with tags. So I honestly can't answer this one. I don't know if listing listing as new does affect your sales, but I mean, I would just say don't list it with the tags. I think that's suspicious. So just list without tags, new without tag. But this app does allow you to boost, like bump your item, which means kind of like running an ad. So I 100% like would recommend doing this if you're going to be selling the moissanite jewelry, because let me get into that. So for those of you guys who don't know what this means, pretty much just like running an ad. But I would do this on the moissanite rings because you're literally spending $5 boosting a ring you paid only $20 for. So these moissanite rings, if you guys don't know already, they cost $20 and you're reselling them for $200, $300, $400. So if you spend $5 on an ad and you get a sale for $200, you just literally made $175 with a $5 investment. So definitely would recommend boosting the listing. Your $5 investment just made you $170. So definitely look into it if you can. But yeah, obviously the parasol size is small. The price I put $200. Does not matter. Bump your item for $1. Might as well. But yeah, this app is hard to master. It's not going to be you're probably going to get banned a few times if you don't know what you're doing. But yeah, just avoid electronics, all that big stuff, those big brands, because they're too saturated, bro. Because if you don't, you will get banned. So only sell super unsaturated clothing and jewelry. Fourth, whatnot. So this one's actually kind of interesting. I think this one is the most unique and crazy one out of all. I have not really tried this app, but I've talked to a few people who actually have, and it's actually very good. So this app, some of you guys have may heard of, but basically what you do is you go live and you showcase your products, which is why I think this is a really cool app. But yeah, it's pretty much used for, like, I'm sure you guys have seen the ads. It's like for those big sneaker guys where they show a shoe, people bid on it live, and then they sell it. But you could do this with Pokemon cards, sneakers, literally anything you want. So let's get into it. So what you're going to do is pretty much the same thing. So since I don't really have much experience, I cannot give you a 100% correct answer. But based off what I've seen from other people, so I'll give you the best products in my opinion. So this app, I think you can honestly list anything you want. Like I've literally seen, I'll get into that in a second, but I think the best apps are definitely, or the best products are moissanite jewelry, luxury purses, sunglasses, clothing, and electronics. My mom literally showed me people selling Gucci, Chanel, all that, like purses live. Like people, they sell this stuff. So I think you could list whatever you want. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I saw people doing it. They didn't get flagged. So You could do it. You can sell whatever, see what works. But if you are serious about this, what I would do is I would study. So join people's lives, see what they're selling, and do the same. Because you don't want to get banned, so study. That's what I did. Look what others are selling, how they promote it, how they list it, how their live videos take place, and copy them. You got to copy. To be at the top, you got to learn from people who are already there. How do you think I got to where I am today? I copied other people. I stole Facebook listings. I stole OfferUp listings. I stole eBay listings. I stole Instagram videos. Look where I'm at. Obviously, you want to just steal it and then make it like in your own version, if that makes any sense. So you just got to learn from the people who are already at the top, and you'll get there soon. The first step on what you want to do and whatnot is you just go to the sell tab. So you guys see right here, this is like an example of what people go live with and sell. But yeah, you just click the sell. And what you want to do is you want to click continue, and you need to complete the seller setup. Okay, so I think this is pretty cool. But basically, it's gonna just explain what I just told you, but in very in depth. So you have to watch a video, like a guide on how to actually go live, before you can go live. So it's pretty cool. But select your category on what you think you're gonna be selling the most. For me, I chose the jewelry because I resell the Moissanite jewelry. But yeah. Pick the category that goes best with what you just chose. So fine and precious metals. And then obviously whatever you chose, you got to check. Here, I don't think this really matters, but I just say I'm actively selling online. I don't know if it matters. But probably select the one on the, okay. Oh, and then it's going to ask you like how much you're making with selling. I would say put it in the lower end just to be safe. I don't think it matters, but just like, I don't know, just do like 1K through 5K, 1K, less than 1K. It doesn't, just do whatever. Now from here, like I just said, the reason why I love this app is because it literally guides you. So you just click start seller 101. This lady's going to talk to you for like 20 minutes. She's going to tell you exactly what you need to know. But yeah, go live, sell something, and see where it takes you. Watch other people sell stuff, see how they do it, maybe include a fake price. So let me give you an example. So for example, if you promote the jewelry, put the title as Moissanite earrings, 1 carat VVS 1, $200. So what I notice is a lot of people that go live, they like sell something. But what they do is they put the title, and then at the end they put a price, but they make up a price like very expensive. So like let's say they sold, like I saw this one, it was like a drill. The guy listed a drill. He said like drill, power drill, and he put like $300 at the end. And what happens is people, they bid, right? But he probably only got like $75 for that item. But if he put like it was only worth $50, nobody would go past that. So you got what I'm trying to say is you got to make it seem like it's crazy expensive so people actually bid pretty high. But yeah, start the bid at like $30. So if you're gonna sell the Moissanite jewelry or just anything in general, make sure you start the bid at a price where you're profiting. So this app takes 8%. So that's a lot of money. But if you can get 100 plus for a $20 earring, I mean, hell, you just made not like $80. So who cares? But in terms of safety, you should be fine. Just don't be dumb. Like if you get a bad deal like on a bid, don't cancel it because then that's probably how you're gonna get banned. So make sure you start your bids at a price that you're comfortable with. If somebody were to buy it, like the lowest. But yeah, I think clothing and jewelry is probably the fastest and safest to sell. Okay, and lastly, we have Etsy. Okay, so Etsy is one you probably have heard of because it's very popular. But for those who don't know what Etsy is, pretty much Etsy is only for homemade items, meaning you're not supposed to resell branded items on here. This app is literally almost as popular as eBay. Look at this. eBay has over 132 million active users, while Etsy has 92 million. So it's right under there, which is nuts because a lot of you guys probably haven't even heard about this app. Basically, like I just said, this app is mainly for homemade items, but yes, you are able to resell items that are branded. I have a few products out there that I have resold on here, and I have friends who are making $300 a day alone just on Etsy. So imagine you're literally doing an extra $10,000 a month on one app with one product, one branded product, okay? Well, unlike other apps, unfortunately, I can't really go over this app because it is included inside of my mentorship. The reason why I don't give Etsy out to the public is because imagine you just unlocked eBay, okay, but there's literally no competition. That's pretty much what Etsy is. So you literally be reselling on here, making hundreds of dollars because there's nobody really competing against you. It's like three people, unlike eBay where there's like over 100, 500 people. So if I were to make this public, it would honestly like I mean I could make it public obviously, but it would be unfair to the people in my mentorship, and it would literally fry the market. So but I mean, you can put one and two together. I'm sure you're thinking about like reselling the moissanite jewelry, and yes, obviously you could sell that on there, but it's not the best item to sell. So, like I just said, there's branded items, but I can't say because then you guys would try to find a way to sell it. But I literally have products that you probably don't even know exist selling on there, and you can resell certain branded items with my method. So you can try to do this on your own. I mean, you can do your own research, but you're not gonna figure out how to do it. I'm telling you that right now. It's not. I mean, you could try, but you're not gonna be able to. You're gonna get banned if you try your own. You're not gonna know what to do. But obviously, you just watch till the end. So I'm pretty sure. I mean, you watch till the end. You're probably very serious. So if you're interested in my mentorship, I will guarantee you make you an extra $5,000 to $10,000 a month in under 90 days or less. And if I don't, I'll give you a full refund on the mentorship. So you will get the Etsy guide. You'll make an extra few bands per month. If that interests you, check the link in bio to apply, and we'll see if you're a good fit. But now let's do a recap, okay? So today we went over 5 different apps that you can now get extra sales on every single day. So we got local reselling, we got Craigslist, Nextdoor, Vinted, Whatnot, and Etsy. Let's see you get a sale, one sale, $30 profit on each of these apps every single day for a month, okay? That is $150 a day, and per month, that is $4,500. Just if you sell 30 bucks. That's one sale. One sale a day. 4.5K with only 5 apps. Only 5. Now consider, that's not even considering all the other apps. Look at this. Look at all these different apps. Imagine you get one sale a day on each of these apps. That's why reselling is so good. And that's how I have been able to make so much at such a young age, because I maximize my profits. You guys are just selling on Facebook and OfferUp. I'm selling on everything, bro. I'm making all this money. I'm selling on every app. That's why I'm ahead of most of you guys. And this didn't happen overnight. It took me 6 months of trial and error, getting banned, restarting over and over and over until I finally figured it out. And well, that's why I'm here to help you. You just watched the video. I just explained everything to you for completely free. People charge hundreds of thousands of dollars for this information. Well, that's why I'm here to help you from having to go through what I did when I was struggling in the beginning. I will guide you, and I will help you get to where you want to be with reselling, retire parents, achieve financial freedom, which literally I've been able to do at the age of 17. And well, if you want to get better guides than the ones I just explained in this video and talk to like-minded resellers just like yourself, you can join my reselling community where I help people make more money with reselling. We have weekly calls where you can ask me questions, anything you'd want, and I will help you. But you can join for free. But if you want to actually get on calls with me, ask me questions, want some methods and videos and whatever, you should probably join the premium section. It's a great investment. And for those of you guys who are insanely, like extremely serious, you want to start making 5 to 10K a month in under 90 days or less, then you should definitely check out the mentorship application in the description. Yeah, just check it out, watch it, see if you're a good fit for the program, because I can almost guarantee it's guaranteed you're gonna make 5 to 10K a month. Because if not, I'll refund you. And I obviously don't want a refund, so I'm gonna get you those results. I promise you. I mean, you just watched my video, you know I'm legit. So, other than that, thank you for watching. Hopefully, you learned a lot of different things throughout this video, and maybe you'll start making a crap ton more money because of the resources found in this video. If you need any of the suppliers that I talked about in this video, they will be linked in the bio as well. The jewelry vendor is free, but if you guys want any of the other ones, you got to pay. But the jewelry is a good start. Feel free to ask me questions you may have in the comments down below. For more videos just like this one, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss out on any more videos. But other than that, I appreciate you. You're in the top 1%. You stay tuned until the end. You are locked in. You're going to be making that money. So yeah, if you got any questions, just let me know in the comments. I appreciate you.